Hey you guys, it's Michelle Eldridge. I'm back with another video. It's going to be a super quick one for any of you who are, for whatever reason, needing to share your stories and you want people to remember them, to be able to retell them. This is the exact formula on how you tell your stories. Okay, so first of all, you always intro with like the credibility piece, like where you are now, all the good things, all the whatever. So say you're me, right? Let's use my own as an example. Okay, so Michelle Eldridge has spoke on stages with Ray Higdon at his Prospect and Duplication Summit. She spoke at his Top Earner Academy event. She spoke at the A&MP 2019. She is in the top 1% in her company of almost 10,000 women. She is, she's never, sorry. Let me think. I almost messed it up. She drives a Cadillac. She lives in a townhouse. And she is friends with people like Angel Fletcher, Ray Higdon, of course, Jessica Higdon, Garrett McGrath, Sylvia McGrath, Tom Schnault, and people like that. And then you would go into, basically you would go into, but it always wasn't that way. And then you bring in the struggle piece, okay? So then I would go into, so it's like, I'm introed, I intro myself or whatever. So you intro yourself, okay? And then you say, but it wasn't always this way. When I was growing up, I was raised around drugs and, I ended up being raped and lost my virginity at 14. From there, I turned to drugs myself, which was unfortunate because I had a scholarship to anywhere I wanted to go because I loved school. I done well in school. School was my safe place. And I threw it all away for a needle. And then you would go into, fast forward, I met my husband. That motivated me to want to quit because I felt something for the first time in years. And then I trapped myself in a room all day while the needle waited on me until he got home in a hot camper tiny room. He got home, made him get rid of it, and then I came out. Then I got pregnant with my son. You fast forward even further. He gets PTSD after he was shot. I'm left alone with 2 kids, $40 to my name, no car whatsoever, and I find network marketing, right? Okay. And that's where it all changed around for me. That's where it all turned around. So this is just a short version, very short version. I want it to be short, okay? So again, first, credibility piece, right? Who are you now? Where are you today? And then it wasn't always this way. And then you dip into that and you kind of share your story and all the struggles you went through. And then you get back to, well, I found network marketing. And then, I started looking for coaching. I found Ray Higdon. I started implementing what he was teaching, and within 45 days I'd recruited 11 people, and it was so insane. I was having record selling months, the highest in my team. I was always on the leaderboards, consistently selling, getting 5 new customers a week for over a year, and so in that I learned, right? And so then you would give like 3 lessons you learned in that. So for me, it's that you can be just anybody, right? You could be just anybody and make network marketing work. And another thing would be, you never really know how strong you are until strong is the only choice you have to be. And you can step it up, you can bring it up, you can change your life even if you come from the lowest of the low. And then another one would be, not wait until you're perfect because it's never going to happen. Get stuck in the learning mode is going to hurt you. And then I would flow into something like, we would, if we were telling a story, whether it's our own or somebody else's, right? Then you would flow into, and here's 3-5 things that you can do right now if you want to get better at whatever the thing is that you're good at. So if it's network marketing, you give them 3 to 5 tips that will help them, that they can use right now. Not to show how smart you are, but that they can put in action right then. So if it's realtors, okay, then you talk about that. You just have to know who you're talking to, right? And like if you're a realtor, you tell your story and then you give realtor tips. Unless you're teaching a mom class and just so happens you're a realtor, then you give mom tips. You know what I'm saying? You teach to who you're talking to. And then after that, you say, well, thank you guys so much for listening to my story. I hope that it's helped someone, and I'll see y'all again soon. And then you go. So again, we're going to start again. We're not going to start again, but I'm going to tell you again. Credibility piece. And then, but it always wasn't this way. And then you tell them your story, the struggles, right? And then you tell them like 3 lessons you learned. And then you flow into 3 to 5 tips that you can give them right then that will help them. So you teach them at the very end, and then you're done. And that's, again, if you're sharing somebody else's story, your own story. If you don't have one yet, use somebody else's. But that is how you do it, whether it's on Facebook Live, in person, on the stage, no matter what. That is what you do. So just want to share that with y'all. Have a great day.